afternoon with these thunderstorms forming across the area as we continue to see the remnants of this cold front make its way through our area. And things will quiet down later tonight, but right now we are dealing with some very active weather. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Northampton and Warren County. That is in effect until 3:30. We just saw one issued for Schuylkill County. Again, the tornado warning was dropped there. We do have a tornado warning in effect for Carbon County. That is in effect until 2:45 for the south central portions of Carbon County. And we also have Chester County with that tornado warning. That is in effect until 3 p.m. this afternoon. A lot of weather going on. The severe thunderstorm watch that you see shaded in yellow, that is in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. We have to wait until this cold front makes its way through here. And as I said yesterday, until you see a cold front pass, you can't take out the chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Unfortunately, we let our guard down this afternoon. Let's take a look at the next rad, and you can see some of these potent cells forming in portions of our viewing area. You can see Schuylkill County into Carbon County. That cell right there is the one that's causing the most concern. You can see down in Chester County, there is a cell down there, but it doesn't look nearly as severe as what's happening in Carbon County right now. Obviously, still a concern down in Chester County, but the one in Carbon County looks far more potent than what we're seeing on any other location. Right now, we have one stretching from Lehigh County into Northampton County as well, and these are all kind of making their way off to the east, southeast in some locations, these cells as they continue to progress over to the eastward side of our viewing area. Now, over the next several hours, these thunderstorms will continue to fire up. We'll stay with you here on WFMZ and, as always, on the AccuWeather channel, giving you the very latest information. The best advice I can give you, if you hear any rumbles of thunder, please seek shelter immediately. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about these tornado warnings because a lot of people get very concerned when they see them. That does not mean a tornado has been spotted. What it means is that you see circulation in the radar loops that is indicating that there may be some circulation in that cell that could produce a tornado. It does not mean that one has been spotted. However, it means it can produce one. It's a very serious situation. You do not want to fool around with these storms as they make their way through our area this afternoon. So please be careful. We'll continue to stay with you here on WFMZ and, as always, over on the AccuWeather channel, giving you the very latest information. Please be careful out there this afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm WFMZ meteorologist Mark Shanaberger, and a lot happening across our viewing area at this hour. This morning, early this afternoon, not a whole lot happening, but things really erupted around 1:15, 1:30 this afternoon. And this is what we have right now as far as severe thunderstorm warnings go. A lot across our viewing area. Schuylkill, Carbon, Monroe, Lehigh, Northampton, Warren, Hunterdon, Bucks, Delaware County, Chester County, and Newcastle County and Delaware County are all dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning at this hour. The times range from anywhere from 3:45 to 4:30. Some very potent storms making their way through our area. You can see Carbon and Northampton County also have a tornado warning, at this hour, and that is in effect until 3:30. A lot happening right now, and if we can go over to next route, I'll show you exactly what's happening with some of these thunderstorms across our viewing area. You can see that we do have couple of thunderstorms in the northern part of our viewing area, and that is really where most of the concern is. We do have a cell right now firing up in Lehigh County, also making its way out of Northampton into Hunterdon, Warren County, dealing with that thunderstorm activity. Really, there's this cell down in Chester County making its way into Newcastle and Delaware County, but that's basically the smallest or the least potent thunderstorm that's out there at this hour. The one up in Carbon and Monroe County pushing into parts of Northampton County, that's the main area of concern at this hour. We're going to put this into motion for you so you can see exactly what's happening with these systems. They kind of have an easterly track to them, but that one moving out of Carbon into Monroe and Northampton County has a southeasterly flow to it. So we're going to keep a very close eye on it. Those of you traveling in or around 33, 515, you're going to want to keep a very close eye out for this thunderstorm. It's going to make its way in there. I expect it to pass just north of Easton and Phillipsburg and continue to make its way into Warren County. And as it does, we could see a tornado warning issued for Warren County as well. A lot happening this afternoon. You certainly do not want to fool around with these thunderstorms. If you hear any rumbles of thunder, please seek shelter immediately. Now, with these tornado warnings I want to let you know that it does not mean that a tornado has been spotted. What it means is that on radar there is circulation that would indicate a tornado could be produced by that particular cell. So that's what we're looking at right now. It does not mean that one has been spotted, but I would expect as these thunderstorms move through parts of our area that they have very strong winds with them, heavy downpours, and frequent lightning strikes. So you do not want to fool around with these thunderstorms this afternoon. We're going to stay with you here on WFMZ and give you constant updates over on the AccuWeather channel as well. Please be careful out there this afternoon. Seek shelter immediately if you hear even the slightest rumble of thunder. You do not want to fool around with these thunderstorms. We'll be back with you at 3:30. Please be careful out there. Meteorologist Mark Shanaberger with you here, giving you updates because we have some severe weather making its way through our area. And just issued, this is fresh off the press, Warren County is now under a tornado warning. That is in effect until 4 p.m. We also have a tornado warning in effect for Carbon and Northampton County until 3:30. Some very strong thunderstorms making their way through this area. You can see everything shaded in orange. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning, some of you until 3:30, others up until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Some very strong thunderstorms making their way through our area. Let's take a look at NEXRAD real quickly. I want to show you these cells that are making their way through our area. This is the major concern at this hour, and we're hearing a lot of reports of quarter-size, even larger hail, and we'll show you pictures of that in a moment. It's just very impressive. Bath also indicating some wind damage up in the Bath area, so some very strong thunderstorms, very strong winds associated with these thunderstorms, heavy downpours, as I just mentioned, quarter and even larger size hail associated with some of them. You can see the cell right now in Northampton making its way out of Lehigh County. There's also one touching portions of Warren County and Hunterdon County, and that is the one I told you a couple of minutes ago that I would not be surprised if a tornado warning was issued with that particular cell, and that's exactly what happened. And we're seeing things kind of diminish in the southern parts of our viewing area. Really, the northern part is our major concern at this hour. Please, you do not want to fool around with these thunderstorms. If they have the capability of producing tornadoes, you don't want to be outside. And what we're saying with these tornado warnings is it's indicated on radar that there is circulation and these thunderstorms could produce a tornado. It does not mean that one has been spotted. Now, let's take a look at some of the pictures that are coming in around the area. Just very impressive. Just look at how much hail has fallen in this gentleman's backyard. And I believe these are from Stephen Boyd. Check that out. There's a guy's hand right next to it. That's got to be half a dollar size. I mean, that is just very impressive. Obviously could dent your car with some of this, the hail that is falling around the area. You do not want to be outside in a hailstorm like this because you will obviously get yourself injured being outside. So please come inside, take shelter immediately. Now, we do have some video of one of these thunderstorms passing through the area. I'm not positively sure where this is coming in from. Fountain Hill, we're hearing reports of just heavy, heavy rain. And like I just showed you, the hail associated with some of these thunderstorms, just check it out. Localized street flooding, just impressive amounts of rain, impressive as far as the hail goes, impressive as far as the wind goes. You do not want to be outside and impress yourself with these thunderstorms. Get inside, watch them in a safe area if you want to, but please stay away from any windows. In a situation like this, you do not want to be close to a window in case maybe one of these pieces of hail happen to hit your window and smash that out. Please just be careful out there this afternoon, and if you happen to run into one of these thunderstorms that are producing heavy downpours or hail, pull off to the side of the road. You do not want to be driving in one of these situations. Just an impressive eruption of thunderstorms that have come through our area this afternoon. And one more time, I'm going to show you what's happened with the radar earlier this afternoon. This is the past 6 hours, not a whole lot happening, but as we moved into about the 1:15, 1:30 time period, that's when we really started to see things erupt. Carbon, Northampton County, there's that cell once again, slowly making its way off to the east-southeast. We also have that cell, as I mentioned, making its way out of Bucks County into Hunterdon County, Warren County. These have basically merged at this point. We just showed you that on NEXRAD, and we still have a cell kind of forming right now. Lehigh, portions of Berks County, Montgomery County, Bucks County, things actually kind of diminishing as you get a little bit closer to Philadelphia. And one other thing I want to show you. As far as the cold front goes, a lot of people ask us, why do we take that threat out, or why do we keep it in? Well, you have to wait until the wind direction switches. And right now, you can see all these locations have a southerly wind direction. That means the cold front has not made its way through our area yet. And until we see a switch, which may have just happened in the Avoca area, you can see that now out of the north, until we see that switch out of a more northerly direction, maybe northwesterly, you cannot take the threat for a thunderstorm out of the forecast. So we could be dealing with this for a good portion of time this afternoon and this evening. I want you to stay with us here on the AccuWeather channel. We're going to give you updates as we move through, here on WFMZ. We're also giving updates over on the AccuWeather channel. I want you to stay with us. We're going to give you updates as often as we possibly can in the commercial breaks. This is a very serious situation, and you do not want to be outside. You want to stay informed. Stay by a television. Please be careful. I cannot emphasize this enough. You do not want to be outside in situations like this. Like I said once again, with these tornado warnings, and if we can basically go back to that, let's actually go back to that graph, and I'll show you exactly where those tornado warnings are at this hour. Carbon, Northampton, and Warren County. Warren County until 4 o'clock. Carbon and Northampton until 3:30. Once again, with a tornado warning, it means that one cell has the possibility of producing a tornado. It does not mean that one has been spotted, although we're getting reports of wind damage, some very serious wind damage reports, and we'll have the very latest information on some of that wind damage coming up at 5 o'clock with the 69 News. So I invite you to stay tuned to 69 News. We'll give you constant updates, also over on the AccuWeather channel, giving you updates there. Please be careful this afternoon. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.